The iPhone 15 is pretty similar to the iPhone 14, but it has some neat stuff. For example, it has the dynamic island, which is this little area on the screen that shows some apps and has the front cameras. It's way cooler than the old notch. Another thing that changed is the glass on the back of the phone. Apple made it so that the color is part of the glass, not just on it. That means it won't get old or dirty as fast. The iPhone 15 also has a USB-C port now. That's awesome because it means one can use one charger for their phone and their laptop. One thing I really like is the new satellite feature. You can call for help from anywhere, even if you don't have cell service. That's super useful if you're in trouble or you're somewhere remote. It has an amazing 6.1-inch screen that makes everything look great. It's not the highest resolution or the fastest refresh rate, but Apple knows how to make colors and brightness look just right. It has a super high contrast ratio that makes blacks really black and a very bright peak brightness that makes whites really white. HDR is cool, but it's even cooler on the iPhone 15 because it has a screen that can show HDR content like no other. If you're a fan of photography, you'll love the iPhone 15. It has two cameras on the back, one with 48 megapixel and one with 12 megapixel, that can take amazing photos in any situation. The camera quality is superb, and you'll be amazed by the clarity and vibrancy of your shots. The front camera is 12 megapixel, and it can take awesome selfies, and the best part is the portrait mode that makes you look like a star. The A16 Bionic chip in the iPhone 15 is awesome. It has 6 cores in the CPU and 5 cores in the GPU, so it can handle any app or game you throw at it. The battery life is also amazing. It lasts for a long time even with heavy gaming. The iPhone 15 charges pretty fast with a 20-watt power adapter. It takes about half an hour to fill it up. It also works with MagSafe wireless chargers. It still uses USB-C though, so there's no speed boost from that. The Honor Magic 6 Pro looks gorgeous. The back of the phone has a nice texture and a big camera bump that reminded me of a jewel or a watch. The Magic 6 Pro's screen is amazing. It's 6.78 inches big, with curved sides and super bright colors. I could see everything clearly, even in the sun, and everything looked smooth and fast thanks to the 120 Hz refresh rate. The screen was great for multitasking and browsing social media. This phone is different from the rest. It has a cool AI eye tracking feature that lets you control the phone with your eyes. You can pick up a phone call with just your eyes. You can even drive a car with an app on the phone using your eyes. The Magic 6 Pro has a powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip that can handle pretty much anything. I tried playing Genshin Impact, a game with amazing graphics, and it ran smoothly. I also did Zoom calls and multitasked with my email app without any problems. The Magic 6 Pro beat the other phones in the 3D Mark tests, which measure how good the graphics and gaming are. One of the highlights of the Magic 6 Pro is its Falcon camera system. It consists of 4 cameras, each with a 50 megapixel or higher resolution. The main camera is a 50 megapixel lens which allows it to capture bright and crisp photos, even in low light conditions. It also has a 180 megapixel telephalcon camera with 2.5x optical zoom and up to 100x digital zoom, although the image quality deteriorates after 30x. The other cameras are a 50 megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 50 megapixel front-facing lens. I'm really impressed by the Magic 6 Pro cameras. They take amazing photos in different lighting conditions with accurate colors and sharp details. The zoom is awesome too, thanks to the 180 megapixel portrait lens. I can zoom in on any picture and it still looks clear. This is an ideal phone for sports photography. The portrait mode was also great, except for some occasional edge detection issues. But they were easy to fix by just adjusting the camera angle. I loved how the portrait mode created a nice blur effect in the background while keeping the foreground in focus. The cameras even support 4K 60 FPS video recording, as well as making use of Honor's host of new AI features. The Magic 6 Pro is a beast when it comes to battery life. It has a huge 5,600 milliampere silicon carbon battery that can easily last a whole day with normal use. It's the first phone outside China to have a silicon carbon battery, which is better for the environment and safer than the usual lithium-ion batteries. It supports 80-watt wired, 66-watt wireless charge support. I'm really impressed by the Magic 6 Pro. It's one of the best Android phones I've seen this year. The cameras are amazing, the screen is crisp, and the battery lasts long and charges fast. It's a phone that makes me excited about the future.